I've been sharing some staggering statistics that have been published over the years that clearly outlines the devastation, the psychological, emotional devastation and effects that children of divorced parents have to experience. We, however, the first generation of children post the divorce revolution of the 1970s, we somehow slipped through the cracks. We were like the guinea pigs. We were the social experiment of such an event, something that has never occurred in the history of humanity. And now we're in our 40s and 50s and wondering why we're struggling with relationships. Why are we struggling with trust and insecurities? Why are we struggling with commitment? It is our age group, those of us born in the 1960s and 70s, who have the highest divorce rate. And so I've been sharing the research from the experts who have documented thoroughly the post effects or the long-term effects that children who came from divorced or broken homes, if you will, and how there's a direct link to their behaviors, to some of their shortcomings and innermost psychological workings. The book is called Save the Marriage by Dr. Lee H. Bauckham. And the studies were done in 1980 through 1981. Of course, this was after the divorce revolution of the 1970s. And the publication revealed that children of repeat divorces got lower results in school. This is no surprise. This is the Harvard University Press, 1981. Teenage children of divorce are 3 times more likely to need psychological help. Peter Hill, recent advances in selected aspects of adolescent development, and the Journal of Child Psychology and Psychiatry, 1993. Children from divorced homes have more psychological problems than children from homes of which one parent has died. Robert E. Emery, Marriage, Divorce, and Children's Adjustment, Sage publication. In 1991, a study was done of children from which their parents had been divorced for 6 years. The study revealed that after all that time, these children tended to be lonely, unhappy, anxious, and insecure. Wallerstein, The Long-Term Effects of Divorce on Children, and the Journal of the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, 1991. And lastly, it is no surprise that 70% of long-term prison inmates grew up in broken homes. Horn-Bush Fathers, Marriage and Welfare Reform. Sisters and brothers, our time has come and our time is now. We have to do something. You have been hurting long enough. It is highly unrealistic for you to believe that we, the first generation of the divorce revolution of the 1970s, were the only people, the only generation, the only children that were not affected by this event. Not only were we affected, we were unprepared and unprotected. We have been undercoached, and the results are in our day-to-day lives as we struggle through insecurities, as we struggle with trust issues, as we struggle with commitment, fears, And we cannot write off what we experienced as children and how it has affected us emotionally, psychologically, and otherwise. What do we do about it? We have to first, let's bring it to the table. That is why I created hashtag relationships. And that is why I took the next step and I developed a live event that we call hashtag relationship registry and forum. It is where we have the opportunity to come together as a family, come together as friends, and not only provide support for one another, but to provide real answers for a real problem. I will give you the specific dates and times, but we're coming at you this summer. Hashtag relationships, registry, and forum. Why? Because I'm only here to help. I want for you what I want for myself. I want you guys to be happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to live a life of longevity and fulfillment, but most importantly than all of these things combined, I wish upon you many, many blessings. Looking forward to your response. My name is Jay Jackson.